All right, guys, let's get this live rocking and rolling. How we all doing today, fam? Shout out to everybody coming on the live. I'm really hoping people made money over the last 24 hours. Stop losses are very important. Alan, what is up? What is up? Let's go. Let's run this live up, guys. Let's get this absolutely trending today. We're doing about 20 to 30 new viewers, and they're staying per live. So appreciate you. Good morning, White. How you doing? Raking in that money due to RSI heat map. Loza lost money but made it back. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. So we pretty much were on target. The market did drop within 24 hours, but now things are a bit interesting here. So let's get into Bitcoin. Okay, so I do want to break down Bitcoin, guys, but obviously I'm going to wait for a couple people. So Bitcoin is in a double bottom, just so you guys know. And it does have support right here. But Bitcoin is in a no trade zone at the moment for me. I am not long this no matter what because we are technically bearish. But I'm also not shorting Bitcoin, guys. So what we can see right here, shout out to all the new people join the live, guys. If you made money off the drop, smash that like button. If you were shorting, you hopefully got stopped out and you got back in. So what we kind of followed here, we broke resistance right here. So Tokyo, I'm going to give you guys an outlook of the market here. Hoodie, what is up? Kevin, how we doing? GP. So what we did, guys, is we came down to here. We ranged sideways. We hit that resistance. We dropped. And we hit the side of the channel here. Then New York came and absolutely slammed on one candle, both directions. So now we got to draw a new channel because Bitcoin has not hit the bottom of it yet. So we are in a macro downtrend, but honestly, I don't even care about the downtrend right now. What I care about is following the trend that we're in. The downtrend, you guys all know, 70K, 65K, 74K, 78K. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's first play this channel because we're in a nice channel at the moment. So Bitcoin being in a bear flag looks like it could be a fake out. However, the bottom of the channel is about 84.1. So before reversal, if we get a reversal, 83.9 to 84 would be the bottom of the channel. This is your target. That is it. Okay? Not lower and not higher at the moment. The reason being is because we are very, very oversold on higher time frames, guys, and Bitcoin is bleeding very, very slowly. Now, I personally am not longing nothing moving forward. Even yesterday, I was in a long. I made a bit of profit. I got out. I am done longing. I am done longing. I'm staying with the trend. This was my initial thought process. We stay with it. If we get a pump like this, I'm going to short up here. But even though we're in a macro downtrend, the reality is we're following this little channel right here, which is a downtrend. Now, if I had it my way, I would get Bitcoin to pump all the way up to 89.9 to 89.6. And then I would short it. But we haven't actually hit the bottom of the channel here at 83.9. So what we're gonna do, guys, Trump just finished talking. What up? How you doing? Let's go, guys. Let's hit that like button. Let's run up the live. If you guys are making money in the Beast Limitless community, 111 in the comment section below. So now that we know Bitcoin could go to 83, guys, right here, we're very, very overbought on the 5-minute. The 1 hour is very oversold, though. I do not like that. Yeah, there we go. We hit that 90K, right? So if you're looking at, if you're looking kind of where we hit on our liquidity gaps right here, guys, you touched that 90K 4 perfectly, and then one big sell candle into New York. So now we've got support right here on our liquidity gaps right here, guys. But if you're looking at it, we're really looking at about 83.9 to 84 in the shorter term here. Yes, Bitcoin could drop to 84K or 83.5. But this channel's more important to me than the downtrend, because if we play the channel, we're going to respect the channel. Hypothetically, if you wanted to be aggressive, and I personally am not longing anymore until we break this uptrend, downtrend, but if you wanted to be aggressive, hypothetically, you could get in a long at 83.9 to 84, hope it runs up, and then you're rocking and rolling, right? Shout out to all the new people coming on the live, guys. I appreciate you. Let me know where you're from. We go live 8 a.m. to 8:30 and 8 p.m. to 8:30. And guys, if I ever have to end the live in the morning because the New York session is because I have a VPN on and I cannot go look at my trades on the computer because the streaming software I use won't let me do that, by the way. So if in the morning I radically end the live, I can't. I have another account on my phone that I'm using, but one of my accounts, like, you know what I mean? So VPN makes it tough for me to stay in a trade. And if the market is moving the opposite way, just so you guys know, if ever I'm like, guys, I got to run, like I got to go look at my trades, it is because I'm working a couple of accounts, essentially. But I'm trying to figure out another VPN software and see if it'll work. Let's see here. So yeah, guys, Bitcoin. Okay, I am in a trade. I'll show you guys. Okay. Here's my trade I am in. Turbo. I'm going to start showing you guys these live trades on screen so you can actually see them, because I think it is a lot more, it holds a lot more reality when you guys actually see my trades on the screen. I just haven't been doing that because of VPN. But there you go. I am in a trade. Turbo. I'm at a 1x, and my stop loss is 001926. Okay, so I'm in a turbo short. I've got 5K in this turbo short. The reason I'm at 1x is because it's a 1-to-1, and I typically do not take 1-to-1 trades, guys, but turbo is absolutely about to crash and burn. So if you guys want to hop into turbo, I recommend 1x, 2x, non-financial advice. We're breaking this support right here. And turbo could dump to the bottom of the channel here, which is another 10%. Now, why am I on a 1x short? Because it is a 1-to-1. Typically, I don't take 1-to-1s. I take 1-to-3. But I would be not smart to not ride turbo down. So if we're looking for a short here, which is pretty much where I got in, my stop loss is above this previous high. Right? Because even if, let's say, turbo went up to here, we're following the downtrend of the channel. And if we look at our liquidity gaps right here on turbo, MC, how you doing? The president is speaking. There we go, right? If you look at our liquidity block right here on turbo, guys, we have open space to the bottom. I've been waiting for this turbo setup for a while, kind of like bonk. My alert went off. I'm like, okay, we're game busters. Let's go. And essentially, turbo should come all the way down to here. So there you go. That is my short I'm in. I do want to go look at Ethereum, guys, because Ethereum, I'm hoping everybody made money off the drop last night, guys. You took your profit. You set your stop loss and profit. We absolutely cashed in before bedtime there on yesterday's live. One up. Shout out to you about the CME gap. Right after that live, I was out. Went for that 90K, took the short. So here's ETH, guys. ETH is in a downtrend. Actually, let me show you guys Ethereum. I keep on talking about Ethereum breaking, right? Well, Ethereum definitely did break, which is why Aave. Who made money off Aave? That's the first question I want to hear. I hope you guys set a stop loss and profit on Aave, but we absolutely crushed Aave with an absolute clinic of a short. All right, guys, hit that like button. Let's run up the live if you haven't hit it. So Ethereum did dump to the side of the channel like we wanted. Yeah, stopped out in profit though, right? Or Aave did pump up to 192 actually. My stop loss on Aave was 194, so 5x all day. I'm in a 1x turbo trade. Like, I'm not messing around with this market, guys. This market is going for your shorts. This market is going for your longs. It does not matter. Have a plan. So Ethereum broke the channel, as you guys can see, and now more games are being played, of course. They are eliminating the CME gap next year. That is going to make things a bit different. Really, they're eliminating the CME gap. Let's go, Kevin. Still holding my ETH short from 29.61, about 2,000% profit at a 500x trade. Man, you're wild. Okay, Kevin, let me show you something. I'm not telling you to take profit, but 500x, 2,000% is a lot of money. So understand that Ethereum could potentially come back up to 29.8 because we are ever so bearish, guys, but you can constantly see things are playing the downtrend. Even though we broke the macro time frame, guys, we absolutely went sideways. If you go watch my live last night, Ethereum did exactly what it did. Bitcoin pumped, ETH pumped up to here and dumped. But now things get tricky. We broke the macro trend, but they're going to mess with you because the reality is we are on a slow bleed. This is not a complete dump and be done. This is a slow downtrend bear market. Find the tops and make a lot of money. That is my best thing. JJ Blue 777, welcome to the fam. So appreciate you. Thank you for commenting. So essentially, guys, if Ethereum breaks this conversion line, which is right here, you're going to see Ethereum to pump up to here. So let's look at a fair value gap here on Ethereum. If Ethereum's breaking this fair value gap, it is going to come back up here. And that is going to be the short on Ethereum. Ethereum's very, very bearish. And our target all day is going to be 2,100 on the downtrend. But I pray Ethereum goes back up. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry. So I could rock an Aave trade from 189 to 190 all the way down to 162. Because that's what I believe is going to happen. Unless we break this downtrend, we're not necessarily going to keep on going up, but we're going to go sideways. Like this is a rounded bottom, okay? Rounded bottoms pay the bills, but I personally wouldn't be longing. If you long, go ahead. That is up to you. I have told myself from today and yesterday, I am done longing in a downtrend, and I do it on the live to create some excitement, but I'm just not doing it anymore. So we're going to wait for this trend here. Little update on my turbo trade. I really want to be transparent with you guys with live trading, okay? So if I could figure out the VPN, it looks like it's working right now. It wasn't working earlier. That is my turbo trade. For those of you that see, I am in a trade and I am in turbo. Oh, we're going down a bit, right? So dropped a bit because the market's pumping. But again, we're 1x. So I have enough risk to reward. Made some good cash shorting Aave today. Shout out to you, Cam. Appreciate you. So your 15 minutes almost overbought in this bearish pennant. So here's the deal on Bitcoin, guys. If Bitcoin breaks this conversion line, there's a possibility Bitcoin does go up. And if you're shorting, you got to set your stop losses and profit. The market dump, guys. The reason I'm shorting turbo is because it's pretty much done. What is your take profit on Turbo? My take profit, again, it is a 1x trade, but it is a 1-to-1. So my take profit on Turbo would be roughly down here at the bottom of the channel, which is pretty much on this fair value gap. Honestly, the reason I'm in a 1x is because I'll give room for Turbo to bounce around a bit, right? It essentially is going to do something like this. Turbo is pretty much going to ride the downtrend to the bottom. I don't see it. It could, but I don't see it just breaking. I see it slowly bleeding to the bottom here. So my take profit would probably be around 0.001592. Is this a multi-day trade for Turbo? Yeah. Unless it unless it just dumps right away. Because if you look at Turbo, we are down to the bottom of the RSI on Turbo on the 8-hour, and the 8-hour is a very, very prominent time frame, which means Turbo is technically going to be dumping for another 8 hours. Where do I think is a good place to long gold? Good place to long gold, guys, would be around here, but your risk to reward is very, very small. You don't really have a good risk to reward on gold right now, but this would potentially be the area because you're riding the conversion line. The top on the channel on gold should be about 4,400. And that is what I would be doing on gold. All right, guys, does anyone any trades at the moment? Shorting Agro, Ergo, Turbo, MYX. Okay, we'll look at it. Just my ETH short and a small XRP short. There you go. What about Ergo? I can never say that right. Yeah, a little bit of a pump here happening on aggro. And again, guys, non-financial advice. When I'm in a trade, protect your capital. Do what is good for you. So here's the deal with aggro, guys. I like the short, but aggro could pump up to about 0.6899. So it does have a bit more room to go to the top of the channel. And it is in a little bit of an uptrend here. I would be so happy if Aave pumped up to 189. You guys have no idea. Because everything is in a beautiful rounded bottom right now. Like, beautiful rounded bottom. So here's my play on Aave, guys. I'm not longing it. You could if you want low leverage, but again, I'm just personally not long in this market. Yeah, Aave should pump up to about 188. 189 for Aave. 199 was the high today. Yes, it was. So if you want to work it like that, 190 is what I'm looking for. GP, did aggro break out of the 3-day trend? Let's take a look at that, brother. Medial, how you doing? Hello, brother. Check out Epic, the RWA token. For sure, brother. Thank you for checking out the live. Shout out to all the new people, guys. Let's make this the #1 crypto live in the world. Three-day trend on aggro, whatever, aggro. So I wouldn't even... Man, when I see stuff like this, it makes me want to long or buy a spot position. But it is about to break out. Well, the 3-day trend, this wouldn't matter here because this is just all consolidation. But you're kind of going off of that. It is definitely about to break out for sure. And if you look at the 3-day here, it broke out of the RSI. So this has the potential to pump a lot. I'm going to put some food for thought on aggro. I wouldn't short it. I'm going to tell you guys why. This is bouncing off of a 2024 trend. Hypothetically, this could pump to 48 cents. Hypothetically, we are in a downtrend market. But you can see aggro broke out here. MACD is possibly about to cross, and your weekly is moving up. Can you enter a turbo short here? So I'm up 11 bucks. That means it's pretty much flat. I wouldn't try to go crazy with turbo again. I'm at 1x because it's a 1-to-1. My risk to reward isn't really good, but that is why I'm at 1x. Tomorrow morning, inflation and core inflation data comes out. Kevin, you're rock star. Thank you, JJ Blue. Check out Solana. Let's run it up, guys. Hit that like button. If you're not part of our Beast Limitless community, beastlimitless.com, join it right now. It's completely free. We're doing a huge live seminar in 2026. How to get funded accounts, how to do this, how to do that, trading, 1 minute scalping, all of it. Fair value gaps. So Solana's at 123. In a triple bottom. In a triple bottom here. But in a downtrend, obviously. If you look at Solana, it did break the trend here. So Sol absolutely broke, but do we have bullish dive on the 4 hour? We do have bullish dive. So we're definitely bearish on Solana. The 15 minute is very, very overbought. But the 15 minute did break out. I would say with this rounded bottom, Sol could, even though it looks like we're going to dump, guys, I would say we're going to pump all the way back up to the previous high and take out the New York high. I feel like London is going to pump again this evening. I don't know. London has been constantly pumping the market. I wouldn't be shorting Sol, I'll tell you that much. Not until around the top. There we go. Bitcoin's pumping and going to take out the New York high. That is what is going down right now. Possibly. I wouldn't be longing. I really wouldn't. Unless you're scalping, but the 15 minute is very overbought too here. The thing I don't like about this bearish flag is we broke out. Rounded bottom, we broke out. That's the reality of it. In the shorter term. Scalping Pippin. Yeah, I bet Pippin has a lot of volatility. So if we look at Pippin, this trade is insane. 26 back to 43. Pippin is all over the map here. It did break. Pippin is in a massive rising wedge and would be a great short. typically right here, because if you look at your trend, your trend did break on Pippin, and it is backtesting. This would typically be a great short, but yeah, it's in a rounded top. It already broke this little pump trend right here. So I would say if you could get Pippin around this previous high, it would be a good low leverage short for sure. If Pippin breaks this, then you're going to go up. But we already had this little rising wedge uptrend that broke, and now you're forming a rounded top essentially. So Pippin would absolutely be a short for me. Pippin has one wallet with a massive amount they're manipulating. Crazy. That would be awesome to catch the short. There you go, guys. That is how the crypto market works. Yeah, I would say Pippin's a good short. Low leverage, though. I really recommend low leverage. You can also see it broke the 1 hour here too. 4 hours in a massive downtrend. But anything could happen. It is a low cap coin. So I wouldn't. All right, let's see what are some of the top coins right now. What recovered? The same ones that have been running. I want to see if Mantle's going to drop. I want to try to catch a short on Mantle because it actually broke the macro trend. No, it didn't. But when Mantle breaks this trend, so here's why I like Mantle, guys. Mantle broke the trend long time ago. And now Mantle has a head and shoulder. So if you look at Mantle right here, there's the head, there's the shoulder. And Mantle could potentially dump all the way back down to here. So when things pump in a bear market, I like to look at things that are pumping, breaking trend, reversal patterns, whatever it is. This is a money chart to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my uptrend right here. And once Mantle breaks this, this dog hair. I need to brush my dog. I keep trading. I keep saying I'm going to brush my dog, but I keep on trading. Guys, once this downtrend breaks on Mantle, you've got a clinic of a dump coming. Like absolute clinic of a dump. Look at that daily just dumping. Holy, Mantle hit the top of resistance here. This is... If we break the uptrend, guys, this thing is going to tank. That would have been nice to catch the short right there. But you never want to try and chase the trade. So wait till the break of trend. Once this thing breaks trend, we are gangbusters to essentially short mantle all the way back down to about 86 cents. And that daily head and shoulder will take us possibly down to 55. Let's look at mantle here. Okay, guys. So one of the reasons Turbo isn't dumping yet, just so you know, is it is gliding this fair value gap. Well, your liquidity gap right here. But once it breaks through it, you're going to see a drop. A pretty big drop, all right? But if we look at mantle, this is going to be a profitable trade. This is going to be my favorite trade in crypto once we get the break. And this is why you wait for the break of trend, because we've got a wick right here. We've got a nice little channel right there. Once we break this at whatever it is, 115, maybe 120, whatever the break is, you're looking at a drop on mantle all the way to about 91 cents, guys. Think of what you can do with $1,000. Let me show you guys something right here. For all the new people, you haven't seen this before. We got our own tracker. I'm going to be showing you guys how to use this in 2026. Okay? It actually tells your risk to reward and your stop loss. We built this ourselves, and it works perfectly because you know your first risk to reward, your second, and your third. So essentially, if we got into trade on mantle at I'm just going to say 115. This is insane money. Stop loss was 120, whatever it is. Let's say at 7x. Take profit was 93. Okay. I'm going to give you guys this tracker in 2026 and show you guys how to use this. All right. Take profit at 96. Max risk, we're looking to lose 500. Let's say we're putting in 5,000. Let's say you're putting in 1,000. Out of $1,000, you would get a perfect 1,000 off of a 7x trade. If you did 10, you're looking almost $1,500 off that short right there, which is pretty good because that is a more than a one-to-one trade. And for the people that want that tracker, guys, we'll give it to you in 2026. I'm going to be doing a huge seminar on how to use the tracker. It shows your take profit. It shows your risk reward. It shows your stop loss, how much you're going to lose in the stop loss. And it pretty much shows out of $1,000 that you could be a millionaire in less than a year. Okay, I've showed this tracker before, but I haven't showed this tracker to new people. Just from compounding, okay? Cat, we just put a limit trade at 120. The problem with the limit trade, Cam, is mantle could hit the bottom, 113, and pump all the way back up to 148 and continue the uptrend. So that is the problem with the limit trade. And it could keep on going. But what we're looking for is we're looking for the break of trend, the back test, and then the continuation down. That is what we're looking for. Okay. Look at Bitcoin for sure. I'll look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, man, Bitcoin's all over. Bitcoin's in a downtrend. We know that. So again, if you're looking at Bitcoin, guys, you're not going to drop until you break this 85.2, and then you'll drop to that 83 target. But we do have an equilibrium support on Bitcoin. So if we look at the Bitcoin on the 5-minute, guys, we have this major liquidity gap right here, which is major rejection area, major resistance. So if Bitcoin breaks this area, altcoins are going to run up, or Bitcoin's going to run up. Maybe not altcoins, but then you're looking at the previous high right here. Now our equilibrium's kind of like a wishful thinking area. Okay, but they do get hit, and you can see the rejection right here. So hypothetically, we can still, if Bitcoin's going to play out that bearish flag, we can still hit 87K. But then I would say we're going to come down. If we break that, though, we are definitely moving up. Adrian, how you doing, brother? Thank you for the comment and your support to our community. We can set a conditional limit order if it breaks the price X and if it pulls back to 120 open short. There you go. There you go. There you go, right? Perfect. Let's go, guys. We're over 200 subscribers. I'm still doing a $50 giveaway, guys, but I need to figure out the transfer money out of the account thing. VPN, all the other conditions and stuff. We're giving away $50. So can't do it this live, but we should be able to have it figured out by next live tomorrow night. Please remind me about the giveaway tomorrow night, guys, or I will forget. Tim, remind me tomorrow night, okay? I'll have it figured out for tomorrow. I'm just waiting on a verification from the exchange. But shout out to all the new people on the channel, guys. I hope we move up for Bitcoin. Oh, my spot has been reduced to nothing. If we move up, you're probably looking at that 88K as your target. I just want to catch a short on Aave at the top. It doesn't look like it is going to happen. Okay, guys, riddle me this for a moment. For everybody that wants to make a lot of money on Aave. So if Aave breaks this support here at 176, you are going to drop all the way down to 167. That is a lot of profit. Actually, 162 would be the double top. So even if Aave doesn't play the so basically what this means right here is a weak low. This is a low, but it's weak. It basically isn't strong support. Okay. Cam, it was a good short today. That's for just, I did like 5 of them in a row and won them all. Let's go, Cam. Love to hear that. But yeah, once Aave breaks this low right here, we are going to dump very hard. Aave just had news that an investigation into them was dropped. There you go. So that'll bring the price down too. But Aave follows Ethereum, guys. We're essentially targeting 162. If Ethereum does nothing, Aave is going to be doing nothing. So if we look at ETH, See, this is the problem. ETH is bouncing off of this week low. It is a discount, but it is a week low. So ETH has to drop for Aave to drop. I haven't looked at Near in a minute. Nothing. What about Bonk? Who made money on that Bonk short? Yeah, Sinster, that's usually what it is, but good news is usually sell the news. Usually in crypto. So if we're looking at Bonk, guys, we got a clear downtrend here. Is anybody in the Bonk trade? Because this is probably going to drop more. Yeah, so you're looking at Bonk absolutely tanking, just slowly bleeding. Turbo's a good one too, but Bonk is a good one too. Bonk would be a good short as well, which should roll over all the way down to here. That's over 100% drop. I like Turbo because it's a bit slower, but that is a 59% drop. So yeah, Bonk, you're looking very, very good. And Bonk, you're essentially going to go chase this wick. All right, back to some trading view here. Keeping it real. What is up? Nice seeing you on here, brother. Nice seeing on here. OG. I appreciate you, man. Trump. Yeah, Trump is how you doing, bro? Let's look at Trump on spot. I don't. Okay. Trump is just really going to slow bleed, honestly. I don't see much happening with Trump. I do not see much happening with Trump, guys. Just slow bleed. I don't know. I don't even know if I would short it because it is a good short. It did break support technically. Let me go look at my liquidity gaps here on Trump. The whole market is a slow bleed. I don't really see us becoming bullish until we chase these wicks. Okay, so here's the deal on Trump if you guys want to actually catch a dynamite trade. There is literally virtually no support left on Trump except right here. If we break this low on Trump, which again is a weak low, very, very weak low, you could potentially just crash and burn. So you're essentially going to see Trump going sideways. This is the last, if anything, last support for Trump. Then at that point, you're looking at about 387. The wick on Trump is 136. Yeah, you're pretty much going to go chase that wick. The only reason I won't short Trump is because there's manipulation, and I don't know when this thing's going to pump at random. Okay, guys, let's go take a look at Bitcoin here. So for those of you wanting to get in a short on Bitcoin, or even a long on Bitcoin, but again, we're in a downtrend market, would be the back test of this all the way down to 84.9. So you'd be back testing roughly 86. Now there's a lot of support here. So I'll be honest with you guys. If I was going to short Bitcoin, it would be at the break of the support, right? Craig, what is up? I appreciate you, brother. Everything is playing out so far. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to all the new people. You guys are making this live trend all over the internet, guys. I really, really appreciate you guys. Keeping it real. I appreciate you, bro. Where's everybody tuning in from, guys? What parts of the world are y'all tuning in from? So Doge is on a slow bleed to about 7 cents. What is the most profitable move on Bitcoin right now? There isn't really one. I'll be honest with you. Bitcoin's, it could just dump through that area. Santa Cruz, Bolivia. Wow. Idaho, South America. Holy, is it nice there. That's super cool. You have cool architecture. Shout out to Bolivia. I would love to go here. That's cool. Okay, Dogecoin. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to where you guys are from, Alberta. GP, how was I in Alberta and we didn't even meet up? I literally lived in Alberta for half of a year. Okay, guys, so here's Dogecoin. Dogecoin is in a slow bleed. Well, hit the top of the channel, is breaking this trend. So you could get a scalp on Doge to about 10.9 for the people who like scalping. Again, guys, you got to be lining up your stop losses. So right here, once Dogecoin hits 12.6 and breaks it, easy money. Tim, that is correct. What am I order? I just got an alert for bear chain. My alert went off from bear chain. Oh yeah, because I was possibly looking for a long. That is a slow bleed if I've ever seen one. What were we doing here? Doge. So guys, here's a really good short. Non-financial advice. Protect your capital, okay? Once Doge breaks 12.4, you're pretty much going to drop to about 10.7 to 10.9. $10.7 to 10.9 on Dogecoin. You have the break of structure right here. You had the back test, a little bit of a fake out with the New York session, and now Doge is going to go chase this wick. I think my favorite trade is Mantle, though. Probably my favorite. Just because it is in a macro head and shoulder. Let's take a look at SUI here, SUI. It's crazy. We called this pump at 79 cents and it went to $5. Here's another one, guys. You want good setups? These are good setups. Dogecoin, SUI. I think I'd probably play Doge over SUI. But it is it. This is it in crypto right now. Everything is at the last support, last support. Literally, guys, the last support. Like, look at the next support on SUI. I kid you not. After 130, you're looking at about 77 cents. $78, 77 cents after 130 on SUI. That is pretty crazy. And there is nothing holding it up. Little bit of an area around $1. Not much, right? Bitcoin is coming down here, obviously, which means Aave is probably not going to hit my target. We'll see. Yeah, BTC is rejecting. Huge bear flag. The daily is pushing down, obviously, on the MACD. So the daily is, you're going to ride with the daily, guys. When the daily MACD crosses down, Bitcoin pump is going to be pretty much eliminated. Not eliminated, but essentially eliminated. But yeah, your daily MACD is completely dumping. I do want to look at what XAUUSD is doing, silver. So silver is almost at the top of our channel here, guys. If you're trading silver, again, we're going to show you guys how to get prop firm funded accounts in 20. This is a different channel in silver that I have. Oh, you know what? This is a longer term history on Oanda than anything else. Yeah, I wouldn't touch silver because I had another channel. I wouldn't short it. I had another channel on silver on forex.com. But forex.com's history is not as good as Oanda, so silver could go over 100. So I'll tell you guys my top plays here. Dogecoin. Anyone worried about Japanese rate hike coming up? Ross, absolutely that would play into effect. We might literally dump on the live. Possibly. Not 76, but not 70. Well, anything could happen. The daily MACD crossed on Bitcoin, guys. It is shorting all day now. Don't short rare earth metals. Bad idea. I completely agree with you. I'm not even going to touch it. I am just going to long. If I'm in a silver long, I'm longing. Yeah, there we go, guys. Bitcoin is about to come down. Let me look at the 5-minute here. We are still on an uptrend though, fam. Keeping it real. I appreciate you, brother. We'll get there. We'll get there. Shout to the people watching on Twitch. If you guys want to help our Twitch community grow as well, I'd appreciate it. We have a Twitch account. Yeah, this is it. Bitcoin's MACD already crossed down on the daily, guys. It is essentially, I'm not going to say over, but it is definitely looking like it is getting to be over for sure. At least in the shorter term. Am I going to short Bitcoin? No, I'm not touching it. Not right now. I'm going to go for Doge and Mantle. I'm waiting for MNT and Doge to break. And I'm already in a turbo short, right? So turbo is hanging out, not really doing much. It will when it bleeds for sure, though. If BTC loses 85K, it's going to 70. Let's reanalyze here on Bitcoin. So daily broke. So now we're looking 75, 74. We get a wick to about whatever it is. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Do I think it will break tonight? I'm not sure. Anything is possible. I'll say that much. We're still in the uptrend on Bitcoin. Nothing is breaking on Bitcoin until this uptrend is broken, right? So we have a 5-minute channel right here, guys. Do not short Bitcoin. Non-financial advice. Do what you want. But do not short Bitcoin until this breaks, okay? This is an uptrend right now. It is a slow uptrend, or you could call it a bear flag. We will not have any drop until this breaks. And if you guys try to get smart and short the market, because Bitcoin's down here, it could push up all the way to 87, go and liquidate all the shorts, and then come back down. Because this is a major liquidity area. We hit it once. We hit it once, and we're about to hit it again. So I would not really be trading anything until Bitcoin breaks this little uptrend here, right? Again, we're very, very bearish. But you're just protecting your capital, right? You're protecting your capital. You're honestly trying to get the best entry. Oh, wow. Altcoins are dumping. My alerts are coming up. My alerts are popping off. Wow. Altcoins are crashing and burning. So if you guys want to profit on pump fund, I don't know. I don't know if I touch pump fund, but pump fund could dump all the way down here. Okay, what is total 3 doing? Caesar, what indicator is it? Smart Algo. It is, I'm honestly not sure where I got it. I'll have to look into that for you. And I will go over to our 2026 webinar. We're doing a 2026 webinar, scalping 1 minute, trading, all this, funded accounts, all that jazz. I'm honestly not sure where I got it. I got it off some Black Friday sale that the reason I'm not using Bookmap, guys, I have it, okay? I don't know. I don't want my stream to crash. People keep on asking me to use Bookmap. I have it. But it takes a lot of power. So I'm going to open it and then I'm going to delete it. You guys could see I opened it right here. Nap 41123, shout out to you. See, I have Bookmap, but it just takes a lot of stress on my computer. So I don't want the live to crash, but this is why I use the other blocks of liquidity. So there we go. So people keep on asking me to use Bookmap, guys. It just slows down my computer a lot. Total 3 is making me think it's going to reverse. Yeah, so here's total 3, guys. This is really not good if you're looking at longing or spotting the market. I don't want to be that guy, but I got to be that guy, and I got to be honest with everybody. and we've been pretty spot on since we've been doing lives. Like these liquidation pumps and stuff, we can't really tell, but that's what stop losses are for. Total 3 can dump all the way down to $732 billion, guys. $732 billion. That's 12%. That is over 1 billion out of the market. Now, there will be a bit of support right here at about 796 billion. We could range sideways here for a bit and then go back up and then continue down. But that is essentially what Total 3 is doing. Keeping it real, I appreciate you, brother. Holy, look at Super Farm. Remember Super Farm? And I thought I was getting a good deal on Super Farm down here. Yeah, so Super Farm could go to 13 cents. XRP, sure, why not? If you guys are enjoying the live, smash up that like button, guys. I haven't actually looked at XRP for a bit. Yeah, so XRP, guys, is playing the trend too. XRP is going to be a slow bleed to around 159-ish. Shout out to Atlanta Hoodie. What is up? Would you short ETH right now? So I'm looking at XRP hitting about 158 and then 129. Would I short ETH? No, I would not short ETH. Kevin, what do I think about DOT? I'll go over DOT, brother. So Ethereum. I wouldn't short Ethereum until we break 27. Because there's a lot of support on ETH right now. It is a weak low, but I see Ethereum just ranging. I want to short the whole market long term. I personally wanted to short BTC at the top, but everybody said it was going to 300K. Yeah, I know. Me as well. I wanted to short it at the top. I did short it. Just not really at the top. Polkadot, sure. DOT has been, this is insane. Yeah, so DOT is going for the wick. Actually, DOT is a really good short. Let me go look at our liquidity gaps, our blocks here on DOT. There is no more support on DOT for a bit. Wow. If DOT breaks this low right here, guys, DOT could literally drop down to 108 on Polkadot. I would try to find a short on DOT. But again, we're following a channel. So in the shorter term, you're looking at a drop down to about 157 on DOT. Yeah, 108 makes sense, but 157 first. So that's about a 12% drop, guys. Little update on our turbo trade, guys. Not really doing anything here. We're up about 50 bucks. Appreciate. Can I check AXL? Brother, if you had to argue bull case for BTC, what would you say? So I'm going to give you the real short-term spin of Bitcoin. There is absolutely zero bull case for Bitcoin, and I'm going to tell you why. It isn't because I'm bearish. That is not why. I follow the trend. But I said this when Bitcoin had the head and shoulder at 75. There is zero bull case for Bitcoin until the trend breaks. If you guys look here, the trend broke. That means that we're kind of in no man's land. We've got support, but we're kind of in no man's land. And typically when a rising wedge breaks like this, let me give you guys an example. We'll go look at Zcash. Keeping it real, I appreciate you, brother. I'll check AXL Papaloo in a moment, but I want to answer this question. So if you guys look at Zcash, and of course Zcash isn't Bitcoin, but this is a rising pattern. It is just an uptrend. Straight money flowing in. Money flowing in, money flowing in. There isn't really anything that's going to drop it. But when it breaks, you have got no more support that it is bouncing off of. So essentially, you're going to go sideways, range, 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 dump, range, dump, range, dump, range, dump, slow bleed until you hit the bottom. Now, there's a caveat to that. Huge caveat to that. I don't see Bitcoin going back to 16K. I really don't. Could it? I don't know. That's not what I'm trying to say. We draw fib and we look at the retracement on the fib. Your first major retrace on Bitcoin on the weekly, guys, is about 57K. That is on the weekly. That could take a year. That could take half a year. That could take 2 years. But we're going to see Bitcoin going into a little bearish reversal. All right. So yeah, there is really no more bull market for Bitcoin at the moment. If Bitcoin breaks out, then we are bullish again. You could 100% call us bullish, and we'll continue on whatever trend we're on, because that means that Bitcoin broke out of this downtrend. And that is why we see the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. 40K Bitcoin. 57 is the 382. Essentially, we could go like this. And then for the new people, guys, if Bitcoin cannot remain above this 800 SMA, you're going to see a major sell-off. This is a major support area for Wall Street. Okay, Wall Street is eyeing this 800 SMA like a chocolate chip cookie just melting right out of the oven. Because once it breaks, you're breaking structure from 2023. Okay, we've been below in 2022. So right now, even though everything is dropping, we are still holding a good support until that 800 SMA is broken. I can't say Bitcoin's going to go to 16K. We're going to first talk about 57 to 60 in the next 6 months to a year. But in the shorter term, we're looking at about 70K. Okay. If we look at Bitstamp on our spot, and again, for anybody listening to this live, I am not bearish. I'm not bearish. I don't trade bearish and bullish. I'm slow. I'm basically going off of my trend. I haven't looked at the monthly yet on Bitcoin on the software here. You can see it a lot better. You've got major support around 57. There is really no more support on the monthly. And 57 is our perfect retrace off the 382. That could take about 6 months. That could take a year. That is a very long time frame away. But this is it right here. I would say this is probably going to be your major bounce in the macro. In the macro. And then, well, if you lose that, just we'll deal with it when we deal with it. Okay. Okay, AXL. DCA buy and hold 85K zone is the bottom in your humble opinion. Cricky, I appreciate your support. Thank you for your comment on the channel. Have your stop losses in profit. And if it bounces at 85K, we're golden, right? No one is wrong in this situation, guys. We got to be prepared for the dump and we got to be prepared for a pump. The market is the market. But what I will say is if we break this support right here at about 85, we are coming down to 83. If we break 83, we are definitely coming down to the 80s. And then you're going to follow that downtrend channel, which is essentially 70K. But yeah, I don't trade off bullish and bearish. I stopped drinking the Kool-Aid years ago. Okay, AXL. This is wild. Absolutely wild. Shout out to everybody on the live, guys. Thank you for joining. We do lives at 8 a.m. to 8:30 in the morning around that area and 8 p.m. to 8:30. And once we get this wrapped up, I might be doing a London live at 12 a.m. once we get things absolutely rolling. Not every day. I won't be able to commit to every day, but I'm obsessed with trading. Tim, you hear it? I'm obsessed with trading again. It's been a while. Okay, guys, so it looks like Turbo is starting to drop. We're slowly moving up on our Turbo trade. AXL, if you want to scalp, and I would mean like low leverage, but for my scalpers, AXL can dump all the way down to 5 cents. There's really no more support on AXL. Okay, hold on. After 8 cents, it will dump. $0.81. There is support on AXL, okay? But after that, you're good. If AXL blows through 8.4, guys, this is a dynamite short. $0.82, done. AXL's pretty much kaput, which obviously we can see right here. So I don't know if I would trade AXL yet, but you've got that wick right here. AXL is going to tank. So I've got a support wick here. Let's go look at our turbo. Turbo's slowly bleeding, not really doing much, but definitely coming down. We got a 4-hour close right here, guys, right? Can I look at BTC DOM? So this is very, very bearish for altcoins. Bitcoin dropping and altcoins dumping. That is a very bad scenario. It means that people are not trusting altcoins. And yes, money might be flowing into Bitcoin a bit, but it is a very bad scenario for altcoins. It looks like DOM could pump all the way up to 62% if we hold this channel right here. Hold silver for sure. XRP, I did look at XRP. XRP, you're looking at $1.50. I didn't look at my liquidity gaps on XRP, but so if XRP closes below the market's jacked up at the moment, guys, absolutely jacked up. If XRP closes below 178, you are coming down to $1.20 or lower. But if you're looking at the long term on XRP, realistically, if you break 162, right, you're bouncing off that trend right here. Realistically, guys, if you break 162, XRP, you're looking at about 53 cents. And I'm not just spewing out numbers. We're looking at support. We're looking at resistance. Like, if XRP comes back here, let's look at the monthly trend here. What we could, 62 cents would really be a good reversal point. On XRP. So if we looked for a good reversal point, guys, here's the double top on XRP on the monthly here. If you're looking at the spot chart, I say we go bullish on XRP at around that 50 to 60 cents mark. It could drop it, but that is the long-term trend, and you can really see that XRP is starting to dump. It is bouncing off the 3-day 200 SMA. If we lose that, guys, on XRP, we are gonna come down a lot. CJDV, what is up? Shout out to all the new people, guys, on the live. Thank you all for coming on. Thank you for taking your time out of your day with your families. Yeah, XRP, I'll tell you, around this price, it's going to be a good area to get it. But the problem is, I don't think XRP is just going to pump right away. I think we're going to consolidate around this area. And then once we get this consolidation, we get the breakout, then we go for XRP. It could consolidate for a year or two, right? Everyone's going to try to buy it down here, but I don't see the price pumping right away, especially if Bitcoin has not broken the uptrend. Anything could happen though, right? But you do have the opportunity to get XRP at a low of 50 to 40 cents in the longer term. I can't even believe I'm saying these numbers. I shouldn't be. But the reality is we did break. So see, this is why I said, guys, not to short yet. We bounced off that area. Like, I'm very bearish. I'm very bearish right now because the trend is making me bearish. But in the 5-minute, I'm bullish. Now, I'm not trading the 5-minute, but if you're talking to me in a 5-minute trend as a scalper, I'm bullish. And then if we're looking at MNT, I mean, I got to set an alert. So for those of you guys that don't know my setup here on MNT, and for those of you new to the channel that haven't seen this earlier, huge head and shoulder, which could pretty much take MNT back to 68 cents in that area. Huge. And MNT is about to break this channel. About to. It hasn't yet. It hasn't. I would say my top 3 trades are Mantle, Dot, and Doge, and Turbo as well. Everything floating on the edge of Dumpzilla. Yes, exactly. There's about to be a whole reset in crypto. That means we can make a lot of money, guys. A lot of money. What about Sol? Gurjinder, thank you for coming on the live and commenting. Sorry, Sol. I'm typing it as you put it. Solana. We looked at Solana earlier, but I haven't looked at Solana on my liquidity gaps here. So Sol is in an uptrend on the 5-minute too, guys. Tokyo is really accumulating, not really pumping, not really doing anything. Tokyo is accumulating. What do you guys think New York is going to do? Dump or pump this thing? New York has been distribution the whole time. AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Solana's in a little 5-minute uptrend, bearish flag, whatever you want to call it. But if you're looking at the longer term here, there's nothing holding Solana, really. Of course, there's support on higher time frames, right? Like all the way down to 103. Jim Lane, how you doing, brother? XRP, we went over it, but we're looking at about 150 in the shorter term. But yeah, guys, once Solana breaks here at about 121, you're looking at about $100 on Sol. XRP is literally at support, guys. Like XRP is no more in the shorter term. But it needs to break this I wouldn't short XRP here because it is at the conversion line. So even though I'm saying XRP is possibly going to dump, you guys need to keep in mind we're bouncing off of major support right here. So maybe we go sideways from $1.88 to $1.93. If we lose this conversion line, we drop all the way down to $1.60-ish. As of right now, XRP is not going to do anything until we break that conversion line. And you've got Bitcoin pumping a bit here. Turbo is still doing good, not much. Altcoins are dumping, which is good. I would love if Aave followed along and pumped with Bitcoin. That's why you don't want to short ETH or Bitcoin when you're in that little 5-minute uptrend. I would love if Aave just pumps once. See, here's the thing, guys. Like, I am definitely bearish at the moment, but in the shorter term, you don't want to short at least Bitcoin and coins that are following Bitcoin because we're in an uptrend, right? You want to make sure you get the best entry. And we definitely hit the top here. Right, Nap, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Absolutely. Guys, we're almost at 250 subscribers. That's insane. I appreciate you guys, seriously, for making this channel what it is. MNT and DOT is my favorite. I would say for sure. Is there anything looking good? You know what? What is WLFI at? World Liberty Financial, because this has been in an uptrend. WLFI is breaking trend. It is about to. World Liberty Financial is about to come down. If World Liberty Financial breaks 12.7, guys, you're going to have a big drop. So World Liberty Financial break it 12.7, you're going to drop to around 11.3. Decent drop to make some money for sure. So keep an eye on World Liberty Financial. After that, there's nothing holding WLFI up. A little bit of a fake out right there. This actually could be a good short with a stop loss. Now I'm going to say WLFI would be one of my favorite trades with Mantle MNT, because this thing is about to come crashing down. How's everyone doing, guys? Here's my question. What does everybody do during their time off from the market, guys? I am telling you, you need to take time off from trading sometimes, especially when there are no trade setups, because that is when you lose. Setting an alert here on WLFI. Virtuals. What is happening with crypto? $0.16 on Running works in your spare time. Ross, there you go. 10 km today. Man, I wish I had your endurance. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, I don't really like this chart, so I'm going to go to my slot machines after trading, then go bet on Poly Market. Back to trading. Poker for me and DJing, creating music. Pulling crayfish, lobster pops. That is super cool. All right, so virtuals. It is at the last hurrah moment. See, virtuals is in a really big rounded bottom. But it does need to hold this support right here at about 6-7. So if we're looking at our chart, this isn't even the right thing. I'm on the wrong freaking... Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, that makes sense. So, yeah, you're looking at a huge drop. Yeah, we break 67. We dump a lot. We dump a lot. Okay, whiff. Caesar, shout out to you. Whiff. Whiff is in a descending wedge, which is bullish. But oh, come on. Would be a good short on whiff, to be honest. Yeah, whiff would be a great short. But whiff has a lot of support, like a lot. I don't know. I wouldn't touch whiff till about 30 cents. I wouldn't touch whiff till about 30 cents, guys, in that region right there. There is just too much support on whiff. If you break it, you're definitely going to come down. Trench Juice, how you doing? World spends $4 trillion on transactions since Solana. TA in a manipulated market is insane. It doesn't matter how manipulated a market is, you can follow the trend. But I do agree with DCAing into long-term plays for sure. Thank you, 88, for your comment and your support on the channel. Dogecoin again. So yeah, once WIF breaks this area about 30 cents, guys, we are rocking and rolling to that wick. We're going to set an alert right there. So again, London session, guys, is going to be opening up. And I don't see Tokyo doing anything until London. So here's the deal. This is a very strong 5-minute uptrend since New York close. To be honest, I wouldn't be trading anything that follows Bitcoin until you get the break above or you get the break down. It is pretty simple. Little update on our turbo trade, guys, at the beginning of the live. We're 68 bucks in profit. If this would have been a normal trade, I would have been up 600. But my risk to reward is what matters the most for me, right? So you guys that took the turbo trade should definitely be up. Everybody's printing on this channel. I appreciate it. Guys, if you're new to the channel, new to the community, please go sign up, beastlimitless.com. It is free. I don't want your money. I want you to come in here. I want you to post charts. I want you to post your wins. It is our app. It is our website. Shout out to GP. This guy is always posting charts, helping each other out. Shout out to Sinister Scalper, always helping each other out. Shout out to Alan, always calling good trades to look at, guys. Come say hi in the pack chat. We have over 2,000 people in here, but a lot of people did leave from the bearish market. You guys are the ones that are active. You guys are going to be the ones that make money. And this is where my seminar is going to be in 2026. So beastlimitless.com, it is in the description as well. And I will post it in the chat. We are going to be the most active community in 2026 in crypto, guys. I promise you that. We are also going to be adding a leaderboard where you guys could compete against each other in the future. So and then prizes for competing. But we'll talk more about that later. And yes, Tim, you're hearing me right. I can incorporate a leaderboard into Mighty. Okay, we're going to set an alert on Bitcoin here, guys. You guys are working me today. Oh, you guys are absolutely working me today. Okay, we're at 2 hours, guys. I got to go see my family. But I'm going to look at Dogecoin. And I am going to look at HBAR. And those are the last 2 coins for tonight. We will be live again tomorrow around 8 to 8:30 a.m. And we'll be trading New York tomorrow, and then we'll be live 8 p.m. to 8:30 tomorrow night. If you guys want to lock in, make sure you sign up for the website. It is free, okay? I'm not charging anything. Do you have a Telegram group? beastlimitless.com is pretty much my Telegram. We eliminate spam, and we could edit it completely how you want. You could actually download the app, and you could use beastlimitless.com on Mighty through your app. So you could definitely do it through your app. Just took a BTC short at 86.8. Kevin, that is risky. It is risky, but if it breaks the trend, you're good. So what did I say on Dogecoin? You need to have trading wars where you invite in the audience to trade against each other for 45 minutes. One up, you're kind of getting my brain power here and what I'm thinking, but we got to make everybody money first before having trading competitions. We'll get there for sure. Yeah, 12.4, guys. Once Dogecoin breaks 12.4, we're good. Okay, all y'all are joining. Remember, you could download the app on Mighty. Just download Mighty Networks and look up Beast Limitless. Set your alert here, guys, on Doge at 12.4. Because after 12.4, this thing is dumping. Or potentially dumping. Again, guys, it is a hero move to be shorting Bitcoin right now. Yeah, we keep on talking about bearish targets, but the reality is we are in an uptrend. Now, this is essentially a liquidity sweep area. So there's a possibility that we push up to 87.1 to 87. Because now this is a liquidation point where market makers are going to be coming in. Steven, do I plan on bringing copy trading in 2026? Look forward to it. Something like that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, copy trading will be a thing in 2026. So if you guys download Mighty Networks, you should be able to download the app. There should be a way to download the app by going to beastlimitless.com. Yeah, if you guys go down to the bottom of beastlimitless.com, you could download the app on the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. So just go down to the bottom of the page on your iPhone or Android. So if we're looking, guys, we are slowly bleeding here. Same thing, a week low. Keeping it real, I appreciate you. I needed a break for 5 months. I absolutely hated trading with a passion. I didn't want to hear anything about trading. I didn't want to talk to anybody about trading crypto. But I'll tell you, when you get out of trading, you learn how hard it is to make money in the real world versus trading. So even though all these drops are happening, manipulation, guys, the reality is this is much more beneficial than working an 8-hour to 10-hour job, right? 12-hour job. So after H bar, you lose 10.8, you're going to dump. Tim, what are you going to remind me of tomorrow? The London live? I already forgot. I already forgot. Yeah, after 10.9, guys, or whatever this is on H bar, we're just going to dump all the way down to 8 cents on H bar. Shout out to all the new people, guys, on the live. Again, I will be doing a giveaway for $50. I'm just figuring out the exchange and then I'll send it over. I still got to send the other person 50 that won, but going to be doing a giveaway for $50 once I can figure this out. Trench Juice, shout out to you. I appreciate you. Alicia and on Twitch, how you doing? Caught a bit of your stream. I'm close with a partnered Twitch streamer who's been helping small creators grow. Wow. Appreciate you. And no, you're not a bot. I appreciate you, brother. Hey, it would look better if you just mentioned my live to him, but I thank you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the fam. Thank you for your comment. Yo, Fast Easy, what is up? How you doing, brother? So, guys, Bitcoin is still playing the channel, right? Like, did I give Chris admin? No, I don't think I did. I'll have to do this right after the live. Send me a text right after the live so I do it. Look, we're hitting the sweep. Now you can see the sweep is getting X'd out here. So we are pushing up. And you guys could see I'm short and bearish, but the reality is we're in an uptrend on the lower time frame. There's no reason to be short or bearish on the lower time frame. All right, guys, I'm cashed for tonight, okay? I'm having a lot of fun, though. I'm definitely having a lot of fun. Fast Easy, good to see. Good to see, brother. Doesn't look good for broader markets, I know. Just watch Aave, guys. Aave, Dot, Doge, couple of name ones here. So we will be back tomorrow at 8 to 8:30 in the morning. Make sure you guys set your alarms. And make sure you guys follow me on X at BeastX Bitcoin. I put out a free Ethereum short here earlier. Everything's free. I don't know why I'm saying free. I put out an Ethereum short here on our app on Mighty, on Beast Limitless, and on X. So make sure you guys go follow that up. Share the lives. We're live on X as well. And I'm done, guys. If I go over any more TA right now, I'm going to start saying the wrong stuff. I'm just seeing the same thing over and over again now. It's like a girl's brown hair, blonde hair. That's essentially what it is. So, but Fast Easy, I'll give you a chart on Aster because you just came in and you're my friend. All you guys are my friends, but you know what I mean. So if we're looking at Aster, we have a very weak low of support. At 68.5. But you're pretty much going to dump to about 57 to 63 on Aster. And if you look at the downtrend here too. Shout out to all the new people subscribing, guys. We started the live with under 215 people, and you guys all came to the channel and showed up. Appreciate you guys a ton. ASTER, you're looking at about 48 to about 50. After it breaks this area right here at about 66. So the weak low, which would mean a weak low, is what you need to break. But for my favorite trade of the day, guys, before you all go, I'm going to give you guys one trade, a favorite money trade here. And do not get into this trade until it breaks trend. Last thing, one trade, right, would be MMT for the new people and for the people who didn't see. You've got an insane head and shoulder on MMT. trend broke right here, you're pretty much going to come down to about 55 or lower. But it needs to break 115. Okay, once it breaks 115, maybe not 115, whatever it is, because it is continuing the uptrend. So whatever it breaks right here, guys, is the short, and it will absolutely dump. And that is all I got for you guys today. I'm absolutely cashed. Hope you guys all have a blessed night. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 to 8:30 p.m. or sorry, a.m. CST time, Central Standard Time, and then nighttime, 8 to 8:30. All right, guys, have a great night. Take care. Thank you for all the new people, and we'll see the OG fam tomorrow and the new people tomorrow.